So this is a thought that I've had. I think I might have said something before, but I want to say it again because it's been a while if I have. One thing, like with all of our technology and such, we don't understand how this world works. But the thing is that we understand that we're all connected and that things are not always what they seem, and that intention can really predetermine our destiny. Basically, you think you want a new car, and I mean, you've got to, it takes work and stuff. But that's the thing is, one will eventually, achieve those goals if they stay focused and concentrate. That's what the law of attraction is all about, and the whole thing behind the secret. Um, but kind of going off a little bit. So basically, if we're able to upload our brains, mind, let's go through mind uploading, also known as whole brain emulation, is the hypothetical futuristic process of scanning the physical structure of the brain, accurate enough to create an emulation of that mental state, including long-term memory and self, and copying it to computer in digital form. Well, we have our cell phones. We're leaving digital footprints, and then, um, let me actually see if I can find it.
I believe his name is Langley. Richard Langley, Bingo Langley.
Lone Gunman Langley?
The Lone Gunmen are back. Kinda. On Wednesday's X-Files, Richard Langley, who died saving the world back in season 9, contacted Mulder on his phone. Although he wasn't really alive, Langley helped create a digital world where only his mind survived.
Mulder, it's like I designed heaven. I eat hot dogs and donuts all day long. No one here ever dies of cancer or Alzheimer's. And the Ramones are here, and they don't fight.
Fans seem to enjoy the episode, with one person tweeting, "The X-Files, the Ramones, the Lone Gunmen, an awesome shootout. How can you not love that?" But it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows for Langley, who wanted Mulder and Scully to shut down the simulation.
We're living a lie here. It's a work camp. We're digital
Slaves. And take our uploaded minds to develop science that only the elite will use to lead your world.
So they snuck into a
They don't fight.
Fans seem
So that's basically where I'm going at with this, and the thing is, okay, so prison sentence, right? The amount of these people have killed, a bunch of people, and they're serving consecutive life sentences. Like, or they're sentenced to 177 years in prison. Is this going to be the prison? Is this the life sentence? And actually, I've mentioned that. I think I was talking about this when I was hacked, because that's, basically, I basically, that's how people disappear on the dark web and everything, is because there's a lot of people out there that just like to kill, and you know what? They're vigilantes, and they like to kill bad people. And is it right? No. But the thing is, at least they're doing something to a point. But that's where snuff films come out, and a lot of pedophiles and criminals and things like that. And I mean, we're human beings. We're disgusting. So I know I'm lost for words and such. But yeah, it's kind of like, disappear to the dark web. That's like hell. And you know, what it comes down to is this is not out of the realm of possibility. And like this is just things are really crazy. And, hold on, say like the monolith here in Space Odyssey. It looks like a giant cell phone, right? It's platonic solid. It's a big block. It's like the black rock at Mecca. And I believe it's like that actually covers like the pits of hell or something of the nature. I forget exactly what it is. Um, but it's black, like carbon. Carbon has and carbon has an atomic weight of six electrons, six neutrons, six protons. I mean, and that's how we can tell the mark of man. Uh, like we can tell man's work because we build blocks. We build things. Everything's a square. It's like a rectangle. Everything. That's our shape. Like that's our 3D world where we live with blocks. Our cell phones, they're freaking six-sided, just like a freaking hexagon. Six, we've had the hex put on us. And this is the mark of the beast. Is carbon. We are the beast. But people don't want to believe that stuff. I'm just a freaking spooky, crazy nut. But I think I'm onto something here. I really do. And yeah, basically, this is how they keep us here on Earth. If y'all believe that sort of thing. Is and until like the servers are destroyed, like or until the information is destroyed, the digital. I mean, but it's still everything is out there. There's the universe knows it all. Makes everything. Nothing is created nor destroyed, or like for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. That's how the world works. And you can't get more out of something than you put into it. I mean, unless it's money, but money's magical, and and it's corrupt, and and that's the thing is that we're all debt slaves. But and actually,
machine intelligence and human intelligence are fundamentally different. A task of folding a wrinkled sock takes seconds for an untrained human who is also eating cereal, talking on the phone, listening to the radio, while a highly trained robot will wrestle with a sock for a few minutes while doing absolutely nothing else. On the other hand, a trained human will spend a few minutes on an integral of a sine function multiplied by a polynomial, while a simple calculator can crank this out in a fraction of a second. The human brain and the machine brain are fundamentally different. Human brain is a generalist. A machine brain is a specialist. And this difference in operation lies in difference in hardware. The building block of machine brain is a transistor. It can switch billions of times per second, but is only connected to 3 neighbors. Building block of the nervous system is a neuron. It can do only about 1,000 operations per second, but it communicates with 6,000 neighbors at once. And trying to upload your brain with its 90 billion neurons into a machine requires simultaneous monitoring of a multitude of electrical, chemical, mechanical signals across trillions of synapses at the same time. Some say that this translates into an information density of about 100 petaflops, which is equivalent to about a few million of modern laptops. We, of course, have a few million laptops, but the trick is that unlike your brain, which fits into one head and consumes about 12 watts, a million laptops occupy a warehouse and consume some megawatts.
and so with that, I'll play this a little bit more too. But with that right there, um, this is where it gets into human machine hybrids, right? Um, unless we do it this other way, which, I mean, I think that's what hackers do, by, um, in order to mine Bitcoin, is that they use uh, other people's computers to help with their processes and things like that, help with things. And so there's, and like the internet is pretty much that link that brings us closer to this technological, you know, hybrid, like evolution. I mean, look at it. We have our cell phones. We're attached to them, more so than laptops and TVs and things like that. But the thing is that we all have these crystal balls, LCD screens, or even just glass, like freaking it are all around us, like we can see the entire world, and the thing is that people can see us back too, even though we don't think it. I mean, there's so many processes that go on with our phones and such, and it's just like with Batman, The Dark Knight, and how uh, he uses cell phones all across Gotham. Batman uses cell phones from all across Gotham to figure out people's behaviors, traffic, seeing where and then also using sonar technology and such. Uh, and the thing is that yeah, it's we've gotten so good at these things that uh, homes are made out of standard materials and things like that, and so that people can get blueprints of one's house easily just from the frequencies emitted from our phones, and or even just picking up the signal, because that's the thing is that we're all beacons. We can't see a light, but it's there. It's the electromagnetic spectrum.
But that's not the biggest problem. The biggest problem is that we do not understand how this multitude of parallel signals and computations in your human brain translates into your human intelligence. Worse yet, we don't have the tools to find out. But don't get me wrong, machines are incredibly powerful. Many of you may have used Google Maps, and within fraction of a second, machine spits out 3 alternate routes from point A to point B, and it can even help you find a tie takeout on the way. And this task will take minutes to days for your human brain. Yet, you consistently rely on human reviews to choose your tie takeout. When it comes to manual tasks such as that are prescribed, for example, welding joints, fastening bolts, drilling holes, at a manufacturing plant, machine consistently outperforms a human in both quality, speed, and precision. But the problems arise when the machine breaks or simply encounters a joint that is misaligned and it needs to weld it. It turns out that at the most sophisticated manufacturing plants, machines are being tuned, calibrated, fixed, and trained by people. And it's the ability of human brain to quickly analyze complex environment, pick out patterns, make decisions, and perform a wide variety of seemingly disparate tasks at once is the strength of our brain.
So yeah, that's kind of the gist of things. But yeah, just crazy thought, and you know, and yeah, I'm doing a poor job explaining it and stuff. I haven't talked about this much. I haven't talked much lately, anyways, and so actually speaking and stuff, it's actually kind of tricky. Like, well, especially with a complex topic like this. Um, but yeah, it all just started from, like a life sentence Maybe after it, this life, maybe there's the afterlife, but maybe people get 177 years, or how many years, like they're just doomed to that incarceration. Uh, there's something to this. There really is. But take care, be safe, be kind, stay strong. Love you all, and I'm racist because I wave the American flag, and I still believe in America.